That's great.
So that's a good story.
Yeah. All right, you're taking a live look right now. Sacramento International Airport. They're trying to work things out. We had the government shutdown. Hopefully, weather's not playing too big of a factor for them today. Let's get the first alert. Meteorologist Brian Schofield with another look at the forecast. Man, started early this morning. Just been kind of going and going.
And Dom gave me his jersey. I want you to know that this is in the form of a jacket from Anchor.
I wanted to inspire.
I'm going to save this and then sell it later on eBay. So it's screen worn. All right, let's go right outdoors. Let's see what's going on. I want to show you our estimates and then show you where we're at right now. We're going to easily hit these estimates fine. We're already up at the low end, and then very soon to get to the high end as long as that rain train continues through the rest of the afternoon. It looks like it is. It's all being drawn up from the south. But just to give you an idea of what we're still expecting, these numbers have not been adjusted since yesterday, so we're expecting this kind of rainfall. We've already exceeded the ½ inch in the Bay Area, so we're well at 3/4, almost an inch in those areas. Let's see how we did locally here. So far, and this is just so far, I mean, we're almost upwards of an inch in quite a few areas, at least 3/4 of an inch. Even at the airport, I was checking the observations, and the international airport, let's say, we're definitely seeing right up closer to an inch as well. So easily in the next hour, we'll be right there at the inch mark, and then we're expecting 2 to maybe even 3 inches in several areas. So you folks there know that there'll be some slushy roads out there, and I don't mean with the snowfall yet. No, that might be the upper elevations, although, but we do have flood advisories because we're getting a lot of rain in a very short period of time. So keep that in mind. There'll be ponding of the roadways, some flooded out intersections, and of course, some of that slush will be in the mountains, but we're not expecting much. Most of the snow above 6,500 feet, really above 7,000 feet. The higher peaks when you get down the Sierra, a little bit more to the southern Sierra, yeah, you could see a foot there. But locally, don't expect impressive snowfall in some of our own local mountains there, maybe just a few inches above that 6,500 foot level. But let's take a look at the radar picture. Satellite radar, once again, shows a few areas getting breaks, but no one's getting robbed. You're definitely getting some wet weather out of the deal there. You saw Stockton, maybe just a 1/4 of an inch now, but more of that's coming up, even with a little break there down to Modesto. Out to Groveland, keeping it going as well, all the way up to Yuba City. Coastal areas have been doing real well, getting quite a bit of rainfall. But remember, this is not coming in necessarily from the northwest, so it's not necessarily slamming the coast as much as it's dragging up moisture from the south. So likely we have a better chance of getting the moisture here, the rainfall here, the higher rates than the folks along the north coast, let's say out to Humboldt County or Del Norte have. They don't have as good of a chance of getting this kind of heavy rain, but they'll get some for sure. Throw in Futurecast. Let's do the hour by hour, or 2 hours by 2 hours. Let's do that. At 1 p.m. today, you can see we're still in the mix, and it's still getting drawn up. Areas out to Ukiah, you folks there in Santa Rosa, you'll get a little bit of a break as that pushes through by the 2 p.m. hour. We'll go to 4 p.m. You see we're starting to lighten things up a little bit, but it'll still be rather drizzly, so we're not quite done with it, even early afternoon or even late afternoon, early evening, let's say. And then we get to about the 6 o'clock hour. A lot of it pushes into the upper elevations at that point. But notice we're not adding a lot of cold air with it, so you're not seeing much more than just rainfall. And here's where all the cold air is, and this is where all the higher peaks get the snow out of the deal. And then we start to get some breaks. But watch this, if we keep going through, okay, so the mountains are wringing out a lot of the moisture. It's banking up against the mountains. Here it goes. And then more down from the south for your Friday. And then the next system in actually gives us a little taste through the weekend as well right there. So just when you think we're done, I'm going to end right there. We are not done yet. This is a very unsettled weather pattern. We're focusing on one system for now. We get some breaks over the weekend, but we also bring it back in Sunday and Monday, maybe even a little bit of Saturday too, and a little bit of Friday morning before it's all said and done. And then how about Wednesday of next week too? So yeah, so we're going to be very busy here. And of course, we'll give you the first alert. It's a first alert action day today. It could easily be one again by the end of the weekend, early next week. And that will bring us better chances for snow, the next one in. Colder elements with it, comes from a colder source region, not so much an atmospheric river with a tropical connection, which tends to be warmer and tends to give us more rain. Dominic.